It's Tuesday. I'm here, and I hope that you are there. I know that Andrew and Christopher are, and we're going to share some random shit. Hello, Andrew and Christopher. How are you?
Good. Hello.
How are you, Robin?
I'm fabulous. Have you settled in?
Oh, yes. We're now, must be about 2 months, 8 weeks, and all the renovations are done, all the repairs are done. So
Fabulous.
we're sitting back relaxing.
Oh, how nice. That's wonderful. Because the first time we spoke, you were pulling things out of storage. The second time, you were looking for your toaster or a kettle or something, and you had your little travel one. But now I can see the crosses up on the wall and the light shining through, and you're looking quite relaxed.
Yes. Well, this is one of 4 cross walls, actually.
Okay.
Christopher went a bit berserk. It's interesting when you start to unpack things, you realise, oh, there's another box of those. Oh, and another box, and another box.
Yes.
Just a slight obsession.
Yeah. I think that my sister Sue and brother-in-law Dave are about to have a similar experience.
Yes.
I think so.
I think we're standing by as moral support for them.
And having a little giggle on the side. So, what's your first piece of random shit to share?
Well, we've actually got a cat.
Oh, that is so settled.
Now, let me show you and introduce you to Mavis.
Oh, Mavis.
So we've fostered Mavis because we were missing pets so much. We decided to get a cat, and so we thought, well, we can't have a cat full time, so let's foster a cat. So we signed up, and Mavis has been with us for 2 weeks now. And the first 2 nights we thought, oh my God, what have we done? As she tore around the house and we didn't get any sleep. The first night I got absolutely no sleep. Second night I slept on the lounge with her in the same room, and from then on she's been on our bed. So she's settled in.
Oh, well, that's lovely. And so how old is Mavis?
They think she's about 18 months, so a year and a half.
Okay.
So she was rescued off the street. She'd had some kittens, and she went into foster care. She was de-sexed. She's been microchipped, so now we're fostering her until she finds her forever home.
Oh.
I had someone come last week to look at her, but probably not a good match for that person at this stage. So we've got her until someone else comes.
So is it you that determines who a good match is, or are you going through an agency? I have 100 questions.
So this particular cat is fostered through a not-for-profit called DC Hate Adoptions, which stands for Dog, Cat, Horse Adoptions. And there's a manual that they send, and we have to be available for people to come visit Mavis and interview us and ask us any questions. And then it's really up to us to determine whether or not the cat goes.
Oh.
So the process is that they pay the adoption fee and then they can take the cat. And we hand over there's a whole pink and white and yellow forms you have to send to various people. So it's really up to us to determine where Mavis ends up forever.
That sounds like you're able to wield a little bit of power there, Andrew. Like, if you don't like someone, it's just, no, you can't take the cat. Or would it be like, actually, I want to keep the cat? What a shame that these 100 people have been completely unsuitable to take the cat.
Well, yes, and if Mavis is ever naughty, I always say, you're going to go and visit and live with Jane. Mind you, Jane's not her real name, but, we threaten Mavis going to live with the nasty people that come and visit.
All right. Does Mavis take any notice?
Not really. No. She just meows and wants more food.
She is a sweet cat, but in the middle of the night she can be a real shit by jumping all over the bed, up on a window, high window above our bed, and she just tears around like
naughty.
No wonder, because she sleeps all day and then she's up all night.
Yeah. She's still a baby.
Yeah,
really.
We're going to rename her Superwoman because she can leap very tall buildings. She can jump from the floor to our highest windows.
It's just a laugh a minute, really, isn't it?
Yes.
So, okay, now my first piece of random shit is there's been such an emphasis on toilet paper over the last few months, and we're all kind of back to normal again. But I think there's been a second wave in toilet paper hoarding. Anyway, so we've bought.
We bought a pack today because we thought, we better get it just in case.
That's right. Yeah. Because you just never know. Anyway, so for a long time we've bought Who Gives a Crap. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Who Gives a Crap toilet paper. There it is there. Anyway, I particularly love these emergency rolls. How cool are they? That's so funny. Anyway, so, we keep the paper because then I've showed everyone the boogie board that I made for John's birthday last year, and we made a chair for Matt, but he's thrown it in the bin or the fire or something. Anyway, so then you end up with all of these bloody toilet rolls, don't you? Like heaps of them. And they do make good fire starters, but there's got to be more. And our sons are too old now to be building forts and making Christmas crackers and, all of those arts and crafty things that you do with your mum. They're too old for that now, although at least I think they are. So what do I do with them? Anyway, so I'm sitting there, somewhere where my mind is full of toilet rolls, and one day, and I suddenly think, oh my God, I could make them into hair rollers because I've always wanted curly hair, and my mum used to wear hair rollers a lot. Sometimes she'd forget to take them out and she'd go and do the shopping and so forth. Anyway, look. I made them into little hair rollers. So I'm even sporting some. I don't know. I know that Andrew and Christopher can see them because they've got a different camera that they're looking through. But all I needed was the bobby pins. So I went and bought some bobby pins. Extravagant, I know.
You'll find them around the house now forever.
I know. They'll be in the vacuum cleaner breaking it down. Anyway, so I bought some bobby pins and I've just started trialling toilet rolls as hair rollers, and I was going to get my hair cut, but then longer hair is probably better, I think. Well, I don't know.
Don't ask us.
No. Well, I could. You might know a thing or two more than I do about, hair or not. But there you go. So I'm just trying this out. I'll let you know how I go. I'll do it. I'll do the full set, Mum and Nana and all of those generations of women in my family would have their hair set.
Yes.
Yeah, once a week.
Well, just one word of advice, just double check to make sure that you've taken them all out before you go shopping.
Yeah, okay, because they're not hair rollers, they're actually half toilet rolls.
And I remember when I was teaching, we weren't allowed to accept toilet rolls for craft because they said it was unhygienic. So go figure. So that was 20 years ago. But so I don't know whether the embargo on toilet rolls for craft schools has been lifted, but fingers crossed.
Maybe one or two teacher friends of mine could answer that question. Can you use toilet rolls in children's craft activities in schools in 2020?
Yes, that's right. It's a question on everyone's lips.
It must be, I'm sure. Now, do you have a second piece of random shit to share?
We do, and I'm going to take you over to another crosswalk. This is our religious section. And I have concerns over what Christopher's done with the gentleman, which is a statue. And he's in a glass dome, and I'm concerned that he can't breathe.
Yeah, that's.
And I think I should have a little pipe going in to give him some oxygen.
Or scuba gear.
Ah, yes. Yeah, hadn't thought about scuba gear.
Yeah, you could
Where
do
do you
that.
get scuba gear for a statue, though?
But you just make it. I've got some toilet rolls. They'd make really, you can, see, oxygen cylinders. That would work.
And there's another cross wall, but I want Christopher to tell the story of the statue in the glass dome. So
Please do.
just go back to position one.
Yes, so the statue was owned by my mother, and she was fairly religious. We were brought up Catholic, and she used to have the statue standing on her dressing table in the bedroom. Well, I was absolutely terrified of it because it had the skull at the feet. But now I've become so obsessive with skulls and all things Mexican. We've now got it all over the house. So if we just flip the camera, I'll show you another painting or lithograph that we had that we bought in Mexico.
Oh, yes.
Which is a decorative skull. And we have some more skulls over this way.
Holy dooly. They're everywhere, aren't they? Do you get nightmares or anything like that? Oh, John's just suggesting that's why the cat goes crazy at night.
Could be.
Yes, well, and when people come to visit, I'm sure that if they don't know us that well, and the people that come to visit the cat are like, oh, okay, what if we just walked into here? Because we don't mention it at all. And you can see them sort of sitting on the lounge, sort of sideways glancing, going, is that a cross over there and a skull over here?
Yeah. And maybe they're thinking, Jesus, we have to get this bloody cat out of here before they sacrifice it and string it up on a cross or something. Rescue the cat.
The statue in the glass dome is St. Jared, and who is patron saint of hopeless causes. So
hopeless causes.
Probably appropriate that he's here with us.
I've never heard of St. Jared. Do you know that I wasn't raised Catholic, but my mum was Catholic. Anyway, you know how you make assumptions about things? And you just shouldn't do it, and everyone says that. Well, I pray to Our Lady of Assumption every day that I stop making assumptions, and it's never worked. It hasn't ever worked. All right.
No, well, Mum used to always pray to St. Jared and patron saint of lost causes, so now he's ended up in our house. So told me.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right. Now, I'm going to share this piece of random shit behind me, but I'm not going to do it today. You're just going to have to come back on Thursday because there's another piece that goes with it. You can see it, though. Which way will I move? There you go. You can see it. But I'm not going to do it right now. You're going to have to come back on Thursday and watch Thursday's edition to get that piece.
And do you know where the other piece is?
Yes, I do. It's not down here in the studio.
Right, okay.
It's elsewhere in the house.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you don't have to go looking.
No, not too far.
Turn the place upside down to find it.
Yeah, I won't. So I'm going to let you know how the hair rollers go now that I've got bobby pins. And we want to know if toilet rolls can be used in schools anymore. But I think that's about it. I think we've kind of covered everything we wanted to cover.
I think we've talked enough random shit.
We have. Oh, and our cat here, Lucy, has decided to stay for the whole time, which is most unusual for her.
Yes, and meanwhile, our first piece of random shit still asleep on the lounge.
Yes. So this one was a foster cat too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She and her sister. So.
Well, it's interesting. In the manual, they say, how do you prevent it not being, not getting too attached to it?
Oh, yeah.
And the words are that it's not our cat. We're just minding it for somebody.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a good idea. No, well, we got them from a foster carer.
Right. Okay.
So
yes,
I don't know. I think I'm not made of stern stuff to foster a cat. I think I'd just fall in love.
Well, I guess with our experience as house sitters, we're sort of used to saying bye to pets every so often.
And that's true. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Christopher. It's been so nice to see you again.
Great. Great to be back.
Yeah. All right. And now our borders will be open any day. We'll be able to visit.
Yes, looking forward to it. We're going to hightail it to Queensland.
Yeah. Well, I think my sister, cousin and I are planning a road trip through New South Wales to Wagga Wagga.
Oh, both Waggers.
Yes, both of them. I know. It's so exciting there. They named it twice.
Yeah, that's right. Was that the stutter that they named it? Or,
I don't know. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Take care.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Will you come back on Thursday and join me for that piece behind? I hope so. Thank you.
Sure. Can't wait to see what that thing is on Thursday.
I know. We'll just, then I'll bring it front and centre so I don't have to lean. Otherwise it was a bit awkward to swoosh away. And you know what? I'm really frightened, and this is a genuine thing, that I've run out of random shit. I know.
Never.
I know. I'm really going to have to start thinking very creatively to find something now, and maybe come down into detail. It's a terrible thing.
Yes. Well, when Corona first started counting rice grains in rice packets, comparing the number of rice grains in rice packets from supermarkets. You might have to do that.
Who did that?
There were